broad that's running around bragging about getting raw dog, that little old ain't nothing but a cum bucket. I said, nah, she a disgusting little old mother. Yeah, I hate her. Yeah, that's, she's delivering a whore spirit amongst young girls.
I hate her. She's delivering a hoe spirit among young girls. Y'all, that's Charleston White. And to prove it, he leaked what looks like Sexyy Red's STD medical report. And even named rappers he says got exposed. And these aren't random names either. These are heavyweights. Some of the most recognizable figures in hip-hop. And the kind of names that make you stop scrolling. But here's the catch. Charleston didn't just call her out. He framed her as a contaminated woman and tied it directly to the wild sexual behavior that she raps about. And once those receipts hit that timeline, social media went crazy, connecting the dots. So now it's not just a diss, y'all, it's a full-on chain reaction, with fans pointing fingers at every rapper she's been linked to. From club sightings to IG photos to baby daddy drama, the fallout from this leak is wilder than anybody expected, and trust me, the list of names Charleston White dropped will leave you stunned. Hey, I love you, you my everything. Looks like Drake might not have been the only one she was doing stuff with. Bend that ass over, let that booty breathe. Take that hat trick. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake, shake that ass for me. Now everybody knows Charleston White does not hold back, but this time he went full savage mode on Get It Sassy, claiming that her sexual behavior is straight up reckless. He even posted a zoomed in photo of her with what looks like an inflamed mark on her mouth, captioning it, "I ain't lied yet. Keep eating that brown booty hole and effing raw. Out of town, thuggin' with around. A Gucci pick and a booty hole brown." Basically, he's insinuating that Sexyy Red has an STD and tying it directly to the sexual acts that she raps about. The same ones that's made her famous. See? And it ain't just y'all. White got graphic, saying her thing is going to hold on to a bacterial infection. He said, "It ain't just y'all. Ninjas don't even wash they nuts right, and you out here letting everybody raw dog you. Of course that Uchi gonna get a little funky." Yo, you gotta hear exactly what he said yourself, cause he wild.
Not only that, that mother don't keep a bacterial infection. Don't wash they nuts consistently for you to let everybody raw dog you. And that gonna be a little funky.
Now, Charleston wasn't just clowning her for clout either. He was calling out the real risks of her sexual history that it could bring, which is why he went and dropped what looks like her STD medical report. And stuff like this is what blew the drama up, got everybody on social media talking, and had folks connecting the dots about all the rappers and partners that she might have been linked to. So let's run down the list, shall we? Cause she was thugging with her rounds. Gucci third leg was the one that was really crazy. And this is why White's claims hitting too hard. Gucci third leg was accused by a former fling of giving her herpes, and apparently he knew about it at the time. And that right there sent social media into chaos. But what gets crazier is the dude claims that he slept with over 3,000 women. 3,000, y'all. And add in the fact that he's collabing with adult content creators, and it's easy to see why people started connecting them dots. Now, Gucci third leg and Sexyy Red were linked at one point, and honestly, to someone that's sexually active, it's not hard to see why people started speculating that she could have been exposed to an infection. Now, Sexyy even jumped on Instagram to vent about all the rumors.
Why every time y'all see me with a nigga, y'all think I'm f***ing him? Like, can I just chill? Can I hang out? God, I'm a grown-ass gangster superhero. Leave me alone.
Making it clear that she's tired of the constant speculation about her booty hole being brown. But the comments weren't letting up. Folks were already convinced that they knew the source. One even wrote, "I mean, she got it from Gucci third leg, so..." And that's where Charleston started dropping her alleged STD medical reports. Suddenly it all clicked, and if it's true, the chain of exposure doesn't stop with her, it starts with her. Next on the list was Drake. Now everybody knows he was spotted getting real close to the red-haired rapper at a club, sitting on the couch together and with his arm around her, even planting a kiss on her little cheek. "Just met my rightful wife, Sexyy Red." Drake captioned the snap and Red reposted it, writing, I'm your favorite rapper's rapper. And it wasn't just the club, y'all. They've been seen together multiple times, always acting way more than just friends, which is exactly why White's claims land so hard. But y'all, Drake isn't the only name catching heat. Wait until you hear who White put next on the list. Things are about to get even messier. Yep, now it's Chief Keef's turn. Things got even crazier because Sexyy Red had made it clear that she and Keef were more than just friends, and there's still no official title on it. It's genuine, that's my peoples, that's my dog, she said. I don't got too many homeboys I can sit on the phone with, and I'm not even saying that's my homeboy because I don't know what he got going on. We like each other, but we can sit on the phone, we can be around each other and act like we've known each other all these years. Yeah, we like each other. That's my ninja. She even joked, that might be my third baby daddy. And if that wasn't enough drama, she even threw shots at King Von's sister Kayla B over Keef, once again making it clear that there was something going on between them. But connecting them dots to White's claims, it's easy to see why these raise eyebrows. If Red's alleged STD report is real, if she was that close to Keef, there's a very real possibility that he too could have been exposed. That's why White isn't just throwing names around, he's showing a chain, a ripple effect that could touch multiple people in her circle. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, White throws another name into the mix. And this one's still a mystery. Now, Sexyy Red shared a photo on Instagram with the currently unidentified man lying in bed with her. The catch, she only showed their feet, but you can clearly see he's rocking an ankle brace, hinting that he's on house arrest. In her caption, she doubled down on her vibe, saying, I like effing with drillers, dreadhead killers. Now, here's where it ties back to White's claims, though. With him dropping Sexyy Red's alleged STD report, every name, every close connection, every intimate moment she shares in public suddenly takes a whole new weight. But unnamed person could be another link in the chain, someone potentially exposed, or part of a ripple effect that White has been hinting at. And fans are already piecing together, and just like Drake and Chief Keef, this unnamed person adds another layer to the drama that's only getting bigger. But another name allegedly on White's list is Adin Ross. Yes, y'all, he openly claimed that he slept with Sexyy Red, saying, I want to announce something, but I don't know if I should say it. I did F Sexyy Red. It was good. It was really good. She was kind of being the dominant one. But he didn't stop there. Ross even admitted about Sexy's sex tape. I jerked off to it, and that's what made me hit her up. I'm being for real. Ugh, vile. Naturally, once that clip went viral, Sexyy Red had to clap back, and she didn't hold back. You paid me to take your virginity and I did just that. Next. She jokingly fired back in one post. Another tweet read, psych, you couldn't touch me with a stick. Now tie this back to White's alleged STD report and you start to see the pattern. Every claim, every hookup, every time she linked to someone publicly, it suddenly raises questions about who could have been exposed. And with names like Drake, Chief Keef, and now Adin Ross, White's list isn't just shocking anymore. It has you wondering if this chain is bigger than anybody thought, and who else's name could be next. And just when he thought that the list couldn't get any wilder, Ray J added fuel to the fire. On his Twitch livestream, he claimed that he and Sexy had slept together on a flight. Sexyy Red, of course, denied it, saying, even to be saying we slept on the plane together, I said hi and kept it pushing. Is you cool, cuh? She made it clear she wasn't having any of them rumors. But here's the thing. If she's telling the truth, why was Ray J's name allegedly on Charleston's list at all? That question alone is why fans keep digging, because denial doesn't erase suspicion. But this is the part that gets really messy. Y'all probably saw the rumors floating around about Sexyy Red and Honcho. It started with that music video where he played her love interest and everybody was surprised. Then she went and dropped new IG pics with captions that lined up perfectly with the lyrics, making folks think it wasn't just acting, that it might be real. But here's the wild part. When you look at this through the lens of Charleston White's STD claims, people started connecting them dots, and if Honcho really was messing with her even casually, then that could potentially put him in the same circle White is hinting at. Because let's be real a second for a millisecond. Once these stories of STDs and past flings start stacking, folks don't just see it as random gossip anymore. It starts looking like a pattern. And it's getting sticky. So when White dropped that so-called medical report, the focus shifted. Because it wasn't just about the other rappers. It makes sense to wonder if Honcho was already caught up in it too. And with Charleston's list still circling online, people are betting his name might be the next one to blow up. But when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, it's not just Charleston White dropping names. Even our own baby daddy jumped in, accusing Sexyy Red of burning rappers and pulling out what looked like paperwork to back it up too. Where's all this paperwork coming from? But here's the wild part. He later backtracked, claiming he never caught it at all, and that's exactly why Charleston White's so-called medical report hit harder. It kept the spotlight on her, not just another bitter ex. When you gonna keep it gangsta? He asked during the call, and Red had no immediate response.
And when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then
He made it really clear that the virus is dormant in this case, but still, herpes don't go away. To prove he wasn't just talking, he even pulled out paperwork showing there was no active detection when it popped up. Then he really doubled down, saying, "Y'all favorite rapper, she says she burning. Everybody getting burnt. You gotta be strong for that north side pull. It's not for the weak, and I'm the weak. Remember, you started this." But here's the twist. Later on, he backpedaled, said he never actually caught the STI, and even showed proof to clear itself. But the crazy part, her baby daddy coming forward makes you stop and think about all those times she was linked to rappers. Even if some of it was just hanging out, the fact that STDs are in the mix suddenly makes White's list feel a lot more believable. You start imagining the ripple effect. One hookup here and one there, and it's a wild thinking about who might actually be caught up in all this. But get this, y'all. Sexyy Red has openly admitted to having STIs. She even joked about it online, reposting a viral pic of a fan outside the ER with dollar bills spelling, "I want the STD," and captioned it, "It's gone now, if I done took my meds." That's classic Sexyy, y'all, turning controversy into a joke. And she didn't stop there. Her own brand played into the same image with lip gloss names like gonorrhea and yellow discharge. So when Charleston dropped that medical report, people didn't laugh it off. They said that them STDs were a part of her brand. And Sexy's admitted more than jokes. At one point, she revealed that she had chlamydia twice. She explained how she and her man broke up, both messed around, then got back together, and suddenly they both noticed something smelled off. We both was like, "What the F is that smell?" They went to the doctor, but never knew who it came from. Now line that up with White's alleged report, the rappers she'd been linked to, and even her baby daddy's accusations. You see why people are connecting the dots. And with that kind of history, White's list feels a lot more real. And if you thought it was just Charleston White throwing shade, think again. Now y'all probably know Lord Jamar, right? He went after Sexyy too, and he didn't hold back. He straight up said, "Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls back in the day you walk in the room and sniffs be like, it smells like somebody was effing in here."
You know, Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls like back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was f***ing in here.
And it didn't stop there. Jamar added, "I seen the video where she admitted her own poo was stinking."
And what's crazy is I seen a video, I seen a video where she said her own was stinking.
She said that, but I thought to myself, she looked like it get hot, like it get funky in whatever room she in.
But I said to myself, she looked like it get hot. It looked like it get funky in whatever room she f***ing in. It get hot.
But when Jamar clowned her for admitting that, it made Charleston's leak sound way more believable. Suddenly that medical report wasn't just random shade and lined up with what people were already saying about her behind the scenes. And that's the problem. Between her own STI admissions, the hookups, the high profile rappers, and commentary like Jamar's, this isn't just about gossip anymore. It looks like a pattern, which makes you wonder if some of the names on White's list are actually caught in that chain of exposure. But here's the kicker, y'all. Some folks are straight up saying Sexyy Red is out here deliberately spreading infections. One even commented, "I mean, STDs are a part of her brand. Who made that choice?" But on the flip side, some people don't even blame her directly. They see Sexyy Red as just another product of this toxic, click-hungry culture that uses women for views and throws them away later. Either way, y'all, it's getting sticky. It's getting stinky. And y'all, White's been on her heavy. But this ain't just him talking slick, it's deeper than that. We're really seeing how celebrity antics, social media clout, and sexual accountability all crashed together in 2025. And Charleston even took it further, saying this ain't new. Black women have been dragged for years through beauty standards and rap lyrics built on straight misogyny. But now, he swears it's way more calculated. Like the system is purposefully putting artists like Sexyy Red out front to keep tearing down that image. In his own words, Red is pushing off a lot of sexual violence.
Because Sexyy Red pushed a lot of sexual violence. And so my kids would have to be grown to go listen to that.
And that's why when he put her medical records out there and started dropping names, he framed it like proof of the bigger fight that he's been screaming about. Because when private paperwork and names start flying, it isn't just gossip no more. It turns into a statement. White knows exactly how to stir that pot and clear the room. And this move guarantees the conversation about Sexyy Red isn't dying down anytime soon. But next time I'ma put you on how the rappers Charleston named actually responded. And trust me, some of these clapbacks are just as wild as the accusations. So drop your thoughts and comments below and check out this next video. Cause babe, I love you. You my everything.